Oh, absolutely. Sign me up. Yikes. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day and a happy New Year's. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We're back within Mythic rank today, playing Mardu Superfriends version 2. Now this is a powerful mid-range base deck focused around planeswalkers. We have a ton of walkers in the build that not only bring a ton of mana through their loyalty abilities, but they're also going to trigger one of my new favorite cards, Mana Form Hellkite. So we're making a ton of Spirit Dragons, bashing in with a bunch of damage while retaining decent amounts of value through those planeswalkers. Make sure to like the video to show your support, subscribe to the channel if you want more of me on your feed, and let's take a look at this Mardu standard best of one mid-range deck. Alrighty, Mardu Superfriends is a standard best of one build with 60 cards. We have a 3.3 average mana value, 10 creatures to our 26 non-creatures. Let me take my size pills here. We do have 24 land in the build as well, with the 2 MDFCs from Amiria's Call bringing us to 26. Planeswalkers are abound. We have 2 copies of Tibalt Cosmic Imposter for 7, 5 loyalty as he enters. Also, when he enters, you'll get an emblem with whenever you play cards exiled with Tibalt Cosmic Imposters, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color, which is really cool. +2, which is always a good sign on your planeswalkers. When there's a +2, it's probably a good planeswalker. If you're new to the game, you're looking for ways to distinguish value between different cards. Exile the top card of each player's library, right? So you'll gain access to play cards exiled with Tibalt through the emblem, and you can spend mana as though it were any color. You're getting a draw off your library, you're getting a draw off their library. Think of it this way. -3, exile target artifact or creature, decent removal. -8, exile all graveyards, which you can now play cards from your graveyard and their graveyard. You'll also add 3 mana to your pool, which can be spent as any color through the emblem. Holy Toledos. Kai the Geist Hunter is a lot of fun here for 3 mana. 3 loyalty as well. +1. Creatures you control gain Death Touch until the end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target token creature that you control. -2 until the end of turn. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control this turn, create twice that many tokens instead. Woof. -6, exile all cards from all graveyards, then create a 1/1 white spirit creature token for with flying for each card exiled this way. So, you know, the token generation here is really cool. And then, of course, we have Kaya the Inexorable for 5 mana, 5 loyalty, +1, put a Ghost Form counter on up to 1 target non-token creature. It gains whenever this creature dies or is put into exile, return it to its owner's hand, and create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. -3, exile target non-land permanent. And then finally, -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, graveyard, or among cards you own in exile without paying its mana cost. That's really nice as well. And we also have 3 copies of Loth the Spider Queen as our final planeswalker. 5 loyalty, 5 mana, 4 loyalty. Static ability is whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on Loth the Spider Queen. 0, you draw a card and lose 1 life. -3, create 2 2/1 black spiders with reach and menace. -8, you get an emblem with whenever an opponent is dealt damage by 1 or more creatures you control. If that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they'll lose life equal to the difference, which is fairly decent. So those are all of the planeswalkers, which, you know, they're here, right? We have 2, 6, 9, 10, 11 walkers within the build, which is a decent chunk. And then all of these planeswalkers are non-creature spells, so they will trigger the Mana Form Hellkite, a 4 mana 4/4 with flying, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX Red Dragon illusion creature token with flying and haste, where X is the amount of mana to cast this spell. Exile that token at the beginning of your next end step. I'm going to be honest, I thought these were Spirit Dragons. They're illusion dragons. I don't know if that makes them more cool. I think it does. It's the little things in life. So this is great because not only can we play the walkers that have value through their loyalty abilities and remain in play, which is the key part here, but they're also going to make those dragons so you can deal a bunch of damage, right? Even further exemplified through Kai's minus ability, creating double tokens. Woof. So, you know, Kai is in play, Hellkite's in play, Kaya minuses, then you play Loth, the Spider Queen. That's going to make 2 5/5 dragons because it gets doubled through Kaya. Then Loth's -3 ability will now make 4 2/1 spiders with reach and menace all in one turn for 5 mana. Absolutely insane amounts of value there. So you get a really good attack in. Of course, you'll have the Meat Hook Massacre, which deal damage to your opponent whenever a creature that you control dies. You do want to sacrifice the Hellkites at the beginning of your end step with things like Deadly Dispute because they exile, right? And you want those death triggers, so you want them to die in combat, or you want to sacrifice them with the Dispute if you're running, you know, full out trying to juice as much value as you can. And the Meat Hook's also doubling as a removal spell, right? You can minus on your opponent's baddies. You know, -3 specifically looks very tasty because it doesn't kill the Hellkite. Hellkite survives. You know, you've just dumped in 5 mana to the hook. It makes a 5/5 dragon, which is great. Which, again, it will get the minus, but you can still hit for 2, which is really cool with that dragon. And maybe even get that Deadly Dispute off at end step, which is decent. More token generation to benefit from Kaya, not only through the Hellkite and through Loth, but we also have other things like Amiria's Call, creating 2 4/4 white angels with flying and vigilance. Our other creatures will gain indestructible, which is nice. And there's a land on the backside of that we can pay 3 life to have it enter in untapped if we want. We also have Burn Down the House to create 3 1/1 devils when they die, deal 1 damage to any target. Creating 6 1/1 devils with haste that deal damage when they die is like holy Toledos. We can also use this as a field wipe, but take note, it will destroy your planeswalkers potentially, making the 5/5 dragon, you know, with haste, and then the devils as well. It's silly. It's absolutely too much, especially if you have a Kaya. Like, I know we talked about the Loth with the spiders, but you can also do Burn Down the House, right? Kaya minus, Hellkite's here, Burn Down the House now makes 2 5/5 dragons and 6 1/1 devils. Like, just stop it. Just stop it, right? We have the Sunset Revelry as well. We can create 2 1/1 human creature tokens if our opponent has more creatures than us. We can gain 4 life if they have more life than us. If they have more cards in hand, we can draw a card, which is really, really nice. So some good value there. Ghast for the sacrifice. We can make the treasure -1 on something if we need. And yeah, that's the deck. Deadly Dispute, right? Sacking those dragons end step. It can also stack the Ghast, the Revelry, really whatever you need. A spider, a devil, to get rolling and just start flipping through your deck as fast as you can. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, you know, the lands are here aplenty. The pathways and the duels, the Sanctum, the Pass, and the Ridge, along with some basics in case our opponent forces us to sacrifice one. We still have a basic to pull as a replacement. No sideboard, as this is best of 1. This is also a standard deck, but don't worry if you're solely an alchemy player now, right? I've got you covered with an upgrade guide at the end of the video in the wrap-up section. But for now, you know, this deck is slaying it in Mythic Rank Standard. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like the video to show your support. Subscribe to the channel if you want more cool decks like this on your feed. Have a magical day. Let's start the gameplay footage. On the draw, 2 lands. Some of our better cards, but it just feels slow. Risk it for the biscuits. It's the last day of Mythic. We're not really pushing for serious rank, so let's just have some fun. We get that 3rd land off the top, which is nice. Worst case scenario. This should be a red source, though, which blocks us from getting the hook out next turn. But we do need that double red, right? The Hellkite, Burn Down the House are pretty important, and that's another black source for us here, which is nice. There's a good chance Kaya gets countered here. Nice. They're like, she's not a threat. She sucks. That card sucks, man. I know. We're gonna try to do some cool stuff with it though. Like draw cards through this clue token.
I got plenty.
Still hitting our lands. Decent. Let's just Ghast in. Then we hold Dispute up. Obviously, they still have more things going on, and we can grab that clue token if we don't dispute. So I'm going to fizzle this learn. Me, the Ghast in hand does what? Nothing. Let's create the treasure. Draw 2. Create another treasure. And then again, this divide by 0. It doesn't have a target anymore, so it goes to the graveyard. End turn. That was on our end step as well, which less than ideal, but whatever. They draw 2, gain 2 life, and then discard 2 cards. Woof. Tossing a test of talents. Take our turn. I guess another white source wouldn't be the absolute worst. And then I'm just going to probe in. Right? Just probing in. Burn down the house. Probably doesn't have a lot of playability. Especially now, since all of them have been now exiled from my deck and hand and graveyard. Gulp. So we seen them discard a test of talents earlier, so I was like, you know what, they're probably not prioritizing this. 2 engrave, that'll be 3 engrave, right? That is like a lot of talent to have. And I really don't think Meat Hook's gonna get much play either. We've played a land for the turn, so it's just an end turn situation for us. Pass over. They have 3 in hand. Faithful Mending on tap to replay through that flashback. Play a Hellkite. Again, we have 2 Hellkites we can kind of probe in with. Interesting. I'll try to play Kaya, question mark? That makes a 3/3 to attack this turn at the very least. Burst on the kite. Okay, okay. We will hit for 4. They're gaining 2 life, drawing 2, discarding 2. They still only have 2 cards in hand. They toss a hook, they toss talents.
Time to crash a vampire wedding. And I brought a pointy
All
gift.
4 tests of talents. Incredible.
Oh,
We hit
I've
for
got
4.
the
It has
perfect
Death
tool.
Touch, but it exiles itself here. It should stay in play, since the Hellkite was already exiled, right? That exile trigger should not be around. The Celestis is very good for them. Let's go in with another Hellkite. Kaya plus on 0.
Just how I showed you. You got this.
We can exile the Graves and be quite successful. Voxel is good, but we can deal with it. It's not a problem. Let's minus Kaya.
You can't fight all of us.
Play the other Kaya. Boom, 2/5/5s. Thank you very much. Minus on Troxel. See you later, bro.
That was an easy job.
Slime tokens, get rid of the minus effect. They're down to 6. We exile the Dragoons. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident here. Still have the Planeswalkers. Let's dispute the clue. Double draw. Land out. Hellkite out. Kaya plus on the Hellkite, so it comes back to our hand if anything happens. We could hit for two twos, 4 damage. I think that might be worthwhile.
Oh, give up already. You're outnumbered.
Right? Just take what we can get. Down to 2. Now Hellkite, now the Massacre's in play, and that could deal some chip damage potentially if they're killing our creatures now. A Celestis gain life back to 3. Kapow! Nice. On the draw, Hellkite's in hand. 2 red sources with a Kaya. What could go wrong? Oh, a blue source. I understand what could go wrong now. You fool. In tapped. Mountain out next. Ooh. They have 6 cards in hand. We have 7. This would pull us down to 6. We would get absolutely nothing from this. Oh, sucks. Let's end turn. And by not playing a 2-drop, it really is keeping our hand fuller than theirs. Probably. Zombies! Kaya out. Start the Ploskies. Right, we're at 4 now, so if they attack, we're still at 2. All we need is the -2 so we can sacrifice ourselves. For the greater good! Myself like right in the corner. I feel bad blocking the Planeswalkers. Maybe I should be smaller.
I don't deserve this.
Right? It's good you guys got to see her die. Alright. They make a zombie. They fry our girl. They hit us for some damage. So we can gain life, make tokens at the very least. We have 4 in hand. We could play down to 5 and match them at 4 because dispute draws. Maybe they don't have more removal. I can't believe that they're playing with Poppet Stitcher in a Dragon's deck. Like, you crazy man. Or you know, female. You know, good chance it's a lady, let's be honest. Kaya gets a nice plus on.
By the look of you, this should be a quick job.
We're gonna hit for 4.
Need a weapon? I got
Ghast maybe can help block as well. Let's just go for it. Let's just try to erase them. Let's just try to race down to 12. I'm nervous. This is bad. Right, this is bad. Kai is probably just dead to the gold span. But I don't want to just block the gold span with the Hellkite. I feel like with these revelries and the dispute, we can really make a couple dragons. You know what I mean? And I mean, if this is all they're into is hitting her for 2, I'm okay with the block.
You You have no idea.
Alright, make that
who you're
treasure.
messing with.
They have to kill Kaya here. If they do not kill Kaya, we're laughing like a banshee. There's an all-round. Ooh. White source. -2.
This job's proving hard to crack.
We have 6 land.
You can't fight all of us.
Revelry. We'll do nicely blocking wise. Right? We're making 4 1/1s plus 2 2/2s. The 2/2s have haste. We can dispute on the stack if they want to deal with the dragon. Okay. Test of Talents is like plaguing us today. Not something that I would have expected to be a problem. Kind of frustrating, right? We're going to lose this other Revelry from our hand. They're basically tapped out unless they have a Fading Hope, though. What do we get as a draw? Replacement card, please. Land, we've already played. Alright, let's sack the treasure. We are hitting for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's lethal. And we do it again. Just because we can. Oh, absolutely. Sign me up. Yikes. Got him. Hellkite is nasty, yo. Oh, great. Alright, I mean, we've been doing alright. The gas can come out on 2. Revelry might draw a card since we're playing out of hand. Right? They don't seem to be. This might want to be a red source, though. I'm gonna play slow. I don't know which way we want this pathway to fall. Black or red. Alright, we have 1 black. We have 1 red. We have 2 white sources. Wow, I hate that. Gets outpaced by the hook. The gas can minus with the hook. So it's a black source. Hook hits before house. Just a sad reality. Right, we gotta try to get there. Hopefully they play something else and put that counter on something else. You know, spread it all around. Well. Ooh! Alright. That is a mono white deck. We're not going to get the draw, really, ever. You know, basically it burned down the house. It should have been red, I guess. Nether Spirit. Woof. Okay. Please put it somewhere else. Don't keep stacking the Luminarch. One block. just need another land. This will distract them.
Yeah, I can do this job. I'll make it look good too. Just how I showed you. You got this.
Right? This will distract them from our health points. They're incentivized. Oh no. Put it on something else. Put it on something else. Yeah, keep everything nice and low so we can draw literally any land and hook you. Thank you. Thank you. But do we top deck a land here? We've got a 42.9% chance on the land. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe.
We should have had a
Land,
better
land,
plan.
land. That's not a land. All right, we can still survive. You know, it's just the aspirant that's a, you know. Wasn't a land. We could have, you know, really gotten a good grasp on the match there, but now we're just looking for a red source. We really want another red source. Really badly. Arena, this isn't funny. This isn't funny, Arena.
Innistrad's undead are stubborn, but I'm relentless.
Alright,
I
we
can
just
teach you a thing or two.
+1 loyalty on nothing. Not sure. Monarch is gonna swing at our health points for 5. They're looking at Kaya, they're like, do I need to worry about this? And the answer is, well, probably not. Not right now, you don't. Land off the top. Come on! No! Good game. We brick. It is what it is. We didn't get the treasure from the ghast, and that's what we were counting on within the draw hand, so we get burned by that hole. 3 lands with the ghast. That's a nice start. We also have Kaya and the Kite with a turn 2 Valky? Why is this hand so good? We're playing a little slow. That's the only thing, I guess. Ooh, life gain. And that youthful Valkyrie gets strong really quickly. Yeah. Valkyrie in play. Might be too late. Oh, it is too late. Ouch. That is a good card. Let's see what we can get. If they have another copy. They have the Bloodchief Thirst just to grab it back, luckily. Which, that sucks for us, because that would be actually a cool card to grab. Forgotten Angel. And then when our creatures die, they'd come back to our hands. That would be good. But they're going to burn it here with the Bloodchief. Just take it back. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad. But they're out of removal. Maybe we just can go crazy with the kites. For 1. Nice. Here, look out. There's more where that came from. Oh, top deck removal. I see someone has subscribed to topdeck.exe. Big dog, we're gonna die. No 5th land again. Really getting screwed on that 5th land. Getting dunked on, as the kids like to say. Keeping them down from 27 as best we can. That's bad. We need that 5th land really, really badly ourselves. What? Are you kidding me? Arena? We're having issues, you and I, today, aren't we? Wow. We're so screwed. We are so screwed! Down to 6. They make another angel here. This is still a match somehow. Oh! It's about time! The spiders might be our only chance. Sadly. I don't even think they'll help without his doubling effect. I can't attack into the 6/7 life gain defenders. You know what I mean? That doesn't friggin' work, Randy. Woo! Alright, congratulations on that 5th land. It's still a match somehow. The addition of black to this deck really helps. Like, we've seen the mono white life gain do great, but once you can dunk on it, right? We've dunked on it. But the addition of black to the build really adds consistency with the removal, right? It's good. It's so sad, you see? We get to keep a Hellkite, but the Valkyrie goes back to their hand. Right? Not good. They gain another 4/4 and some life. Hashtag. Oh! It's still not enough. We could double Kaya, but they've got, like, the flyers is what's stopping us from killing them here. We really rely on the flyers.
This should be a nice break from Ravnica. And stay gone.
Ouch. Right, we're dead. They win. We can't can't defend, bro. That one hurt, you guys. They had really good removal on us. And, you know, the flyers, that gained life. Ouch. Going first. 2 land. What the H, man. 3 land with a Geist. Okay. Watch them be an aggro deck, and I'll regret that decision. I also regret keeping the gas as we have no black mana. I didn't realize. We might get punished. We'll see. We'll see. Burn down the house could probably save us. We can keep ramping to it. Gonna take it for the draw. Dang, man, another white source. We get chump blockers here as well. Black source off the top. Probably want to... Interesting. That is a unique Blizzard Brawl. They're doing it twice? Whoa. Whoa. Pack leader double brawl in opening hand? This is actually becoming comical. I mean, I need to get something done, so at least, you know, maybe we can just devil. Do they have a third Blizzard Brawl? No. That is an interesting attack. I can't believe this. Chariot, whatever. There we go. Thanks, Dad. I almost just need the 7th. The devils can block probably fairly effectively, right? Just to give us another turn or two to set up this Valky. Well, actually, Tybalt it'll be. I'm going to hit with the Hellkite too, because I don't want to be sacrificing this Hellkite to a block. But all of these devils can defend. Gas can make a treasure. Yikes. Down to 8. It's less than ideal, right? We do have 3 damage on board. Plus the flyer, which is a 4/4. That's 7 damage. We're only missing 4. Ooh, we're close. We're close here. A hook off the top, we could win. Hard call for them, right? Because they want to deal the damage because we're down to 8, but at the same time, they're down to 11, and we've got some stuff going on. Rangers class for 2/2. It gets crewed. We are, of course, in standard, so it's a double crew still. Alchemy, only a single crew. Attack with the chariot. Just block with the gas. As easy as that. Make the treasure. Second black source, please. And that gives us 7, 8 available mana. But this is lethal as it's a 7/7, right? That is a big dragon! That is a massive dragon. Holy Toledos. And we still get to use the Planeswalker ability.
I can work with
Plus we have 14, 17 damage on board here. I guess they blocked 2 of it down to 15, but whoa! I like that. Alright, getting the draw through those tokens there, that's always nice. Let's just, let's let it through. Because we can gain that life back pretty easily, right? Champion out, pushing up. How greedy do you want to be? Incredibly greedy? The greediest? Yeah. Kai's gonna have to minus on Champion of the Perished. No! Not my Hellkite! I guess we should block there, shouldn't we? Okay, do they have more removal? Back to back? Don't you dare do this to me! Flying! Well, that doesn't make sense. Right? They're just doing the do. Go, girl. Oh, yes.
Time to focus. I got a job to do.
Minus on the champion. Get out of here.
Out.
Swing in for 5. I want to keep the Hellkite to block. Maybe we can save Kaya. We'll have to see. This revelry will be nice. Stinger kills the flyer. No attack. Would have been blocked anyways. They lose 2 life, draw 2. 2 mana in play. They play the Scop, push the field up. No attacks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, wait, let's plus this regardless on the Hellkite, so it's always coming back.
Feels weird, I know.
I'm only gonna do 3. They're gonna keep the Stitcher. I don't want to lose the Hellkite and have to replay it. I know it goes back to my hand, but probably still just better to keep in play. Down to 9, 1 zombie in play. Another Jadar, pretty decent. Another Stinger too, but I doubt they sack anything other than itself. They don't. They just keep the Flyer, which is decent. You know, in the air with Death Touch, it stops whatever's coming their way here. Oof. Ooh. I mean, you say that.
You won.
Let's get rid of the Flyer.
This time.
The other can't block.
When I say go, you go.
We can kind of go on a string with dragon tokens here, which is a lot of fun, and that's that. I mean, the Ghast is decent. I'll allow it. Land off the top is good too. Second black source for the hook. I think I'll just hook for 2. Right, we have burn down the house for removal, and I don't even think we need to remove them. Hit for 1 first. This might just get worried. Nope, we're good to go. We're definitely holding up counter magic, which is odd. I don't have a play this turn, so that might not be beneficial. Unless they can draw, right? Still receive some value on their turn. Oh! Siphon's Insight. Now this is always fun. This gets me going. This gets me going. Second red source. Hit for 1. Guaranteed this gets nuked. There's no way this enters play. But removed here once it's in play, right? Another insight. Interesting. Very much so. I mean, there's no way Loth enters. We do get the 5/5 regardless, though. Nice. Make the Spideys. Nice. Hit for 10. We're greedy. We probably should have played Kaya and then plussed on the Hellkite, but we see a bounce there, so this, I believe, to be the most beneficial or value-based line that we could have taken. Deluge on our end step. Ew. Yikes. What do they want to play here? 6 available mana. We've got a good start. But they have, like, Hullbreaker and Lear in deck, so it's like whatever, right? That was instant speed removal. 3 mana left. Meat Hook for 1, nice. Meat Hooks balance one another. Seven available mana. I'm just gonna take their hook.
If the job is wrong, I change.
I think that's probably beneficial for the turn. Right, next turn at 8, we can Hellkite burn. Really?
Should be a nice break from that.
Copycat you?
Look, I can't do
That's fine, we can deal with Gaia here. Not a problem. Oh. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought we had 5.
So many souls trapped on this planet.
Let's just plus.
They don't deserve it. Oh, I've got the perfect tools for the job.
I'm gonna hit them instead of Kaya. I know, right? Maybe the hook can help us get this win. We also have the Devils. I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna get in there, take my final grasp. They have to kill the Hellkite and Kaya because both combo with Burn Down the House. And together, it's like super combo. They have 7 available mana. Meat Hook for 4. Down to 1. They do the hook thing, which upsets me. Plus on Kaya. Minus on Kaya.
Oh, I've made friends in all kinds of places.
Makes 6 Devils. Take them down to 1. Play the Ghast as well? Question mark? They need to exile the field. The Shadow's Verdict. Oh, but no. Won't our triggers win us the game because ours go on the stack first? Oh, well, on the stack. Like, don't we just immediately win right here? Well, I guess that's the last one triggers. Oh my gosh. And then our hook triggers as well on the stack. So we're dealing 12 damage before they gain any life there, right? That's a big stack. So, you know, if you're on the play, you do the action that causes the stack, you know, puts me on response, and then my things go on top of theirs, and it's, you know, last on, first off. Holy Toledos! I cannot believe how much damage Manaform Hellkite can pump out onto the field in a single turn. Especially if you have Kaya in play with the -2. Taking most people from surprise within Standard is fun, right? You know, decks that they've not seen a lot. Of course, this is version 2, so it's been circulated a little bit, but I do think that we were able to, you know, really fine-tune it and tighten some of those loose parts. Talking about alchemy, right? If you're an alchemy fanboy or girl, how can you play this deck in that format while still kind of utilizing some of the more broken aspects of the different format? Well, we've got two options here. The first is Key to the Archive, and you know, nice original card, HGG. Big brain play there. So you already know the value that this brings to the game, you know, just like whatever you want, right? And if you have the Hellkites in play and you time warp on top, it's just that. Tibalt is great though, right? Because Tibalt's -X can create more devils, which is really cool. The plus can add a mana and play something from the spellbook, which, you know, there's decent cards in here as well, right? To deal more damage to our opponent, which is what we really want. And there's even instances and sorceries within this, one of them being particularly good. The Devil's Play for 1+X, dealing X damage to any target flashback for 3 and X, which is exactly what we want, right? That's going to trigger the Hellkite, make a big dragon as big as we want because the X cost, and it's going to deal damage to them, right? So that's the 1-2 punch with Tibalt, the Wicked Tormentor, the Alchemy. So if you're looking to upgrade the deck for Alchemy, that's how you do it. Thanks so much for your time and attention, ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins. Hope you have a magical day. Happy New Year's, all that jazz, and we'll see you soon in the next. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out.